Well, hello my friends. I know it's been a little while. I think 3 weeks since, maybe 2 weeks since I last uploaded a video. Actually, the one that I'm showing up above me, which was on this bowl. The bowl that David Richard Dooley won on a raffle from his generous donation that he did to Cancer Society. And I was ready to ship it to him, and he's like, Al, I know how much it will cost to ship it all the way to Denmark. Why don't you take it and put it back up for auction, and whatever I got on the auction, it would also go to Cancer Society. Thank you very much. I will link the auction site that it's at, and it's got a couple more weeks to go. It ends on the 17th, but the piece has a generous donation of $200 at this time. So if you are interested in bidding for this piece and for a great cause, like I said, it's up to $200, which I never expected anybody to offer such a generous price for that, but we know that it's being offered because it's going for such a great cause. Some of you that follow me on Facebook know that recently the pictures above are of a great wood find that I just came across. Craigslist again. All my wood is local. It's somebody on Craigslist, Gerber Alert, whatever. Well, I open up Craigslist and somebody says, free cherry, must be gone today. Well, I rushed over there and I loaded it up as much as I could on my truck and brought it home. I am super excited about bringing a piece in here. And on my way here to the shop, from the job site, I was debating on what did I want to do. I know the cherry has great pieces to offer, and I know I could make something nice with it, but I also picked up a small piece of a wood that it's going to be the deciding factor on what I turn today. Not because it's better than the cherry. I doubt it's better than the cherry, but curiosity. I've always wondered what it would be like to turn. Know what it is? It's a palm tree. So I came across a couple of stumps of Queen Palm, and I cut it up to size on the bandsaw just so I could handle it, put it on a lathe. And because of the fibers, let me bring you the camera in into the log. Because the fibers and its characteristics that go through here, I always wondered if it was even doable as something that was turnable. It's very fuzzy to the touch, even though I just cut it. But I also know that these, I don't know what to call them, but these straws that come up are darker in color, and I think it would give me an amazing look on the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a droop over bowl, mushroom bowl, something similar to what I've done before, keeping the natural edge and seeing what kind of effect I get out of palm tree. So today's going to be the turning. I'm going to discuss whether if it's something worthwhile doing it in the future, how it cuts, how it sands, and how it is. I mean, for those of you who come across them, my whole place is lined with palm trees all over the place. I never considered turning it, but I've wondered how it would be to turn. So here's today's test. So bring it to the lathe and let's get started. Now, some of you also know that even though I was running a job, this week I was just informed that as of tomorrow I go to California for another job. So this will be a very quick turning, I hope. Nothing that's going to be too boring either. And so I can get going with this and do as much as I can to accomplish as much as I can out of this piece. And this one, I'm gonna take a look and see how I'm balanced. It's very heavy, believe it or not. I thought it would be a little bit lighter than this, but this log, oh, it weighs a good amount, maybe 15, 20 pounds on here. I know that palm holds a lot of moisture, so that's one of the things that I have to deal with, is how much moisture is in this, how will it hold up in long term, and how it's going to cut. Now when doing that style of bowl, as I've discussed, it basically requires you to make two tenons, one in the front and one in the back. And I mounted up between centers to get the rough going on this, and I will create my first tenon over here, which this will be the top of the bowl. Then I'll flap it over, make the base to what I want, make a tenon over there, which will be temporary. And then when I get it all established, you turn it over one more time and hollow out the first part that you started off with, which in this case will be the top. So in simple terms, and going about how do you get started with something like that? Well, I start by making this into a ball shape over here, like it would be the outside of a bowl, pretty much. So I'm going to go in here, start throwing it up and leaving a tenon here so I can reverse it. Because of the weight on this, I'm going to turn this over at about 400 or 500 RPMs, see how that goes, and then adjust the speed based on that. It's pretty true, so it won't be too bad as far as that goes. But again, you know, it's a test because I have no idea how it's going to cut. So get started, tool rest locked, nice and tight. I can already tell you that this has a lot of thick enough fibers, and I do not know if they will clean up. Let me see what my cuts look like. Okay, I don't think that I'm going to be able to turn this palm. I see way too many fibers. I'm going to test after I sharpen up my tool. Be right back. going to be tough. Sharp tool. I get all these flapped over fibers. Before I waste any more time, I'm going to see what the sander is going to do on it. Well, the texture would be interesting, but I'm not going to be able to get this smooth to really finish this off. So we are going to avoid doing this palm, at least for now. Maybe when it dries up, if it doesn't crack up on me. But for now, that's not what I'm going to be doing. So we are going to be turning a cherry vase. Okay, well, I prepped a piece of cherry, side grain, and I'm going to do a natural edge top vase. The neck is going to be, the opening is going to be fairly small. It's going to make a little neck, and it's going to have a little bit of a belly on the upper part of it. So let's see what this comes up out of this.